3 wickets late in the day, including one off the final ball, just about kept Leicestershire on top of their LV County Championship game with Essex at Grace Road, after half-centuries from Tom Westley and Mark Pettini had given the visitors the chance of going into the second half of this match ahead. Leicestershire were looking for maximum batting bonus points when the day started, with them on 323 for 5, and Ned Eckersley and Wayne White made that look possible as they eased into their day with a number of boundaries. White resumed his innings on 41 and eventually reached his 50 with his 7th 4. It was his second of the summer and had occupied 104 deliveries. He and Eckersley earned their side their 4th batting bonus point, but then from nowhere they collapsed after White fended Charles Willoughby to Alvaro Peterson to go for 53. In the next over, Eckersley, having made 31, gave David Masters his 5th wicket of the innings, James Foster taking an excellent catch behind. It was then 3 wickets in 3 overs as Claude Henderson was bowled by Willoughby for 0. Nathan Buck was yorked by Graham Napier on 6. And Masters struck yet again to bowl Matthew Hoggard for 7. Leicestershire had lost their last 5 wickets for 21 in 8.5 overs, with Masters claiming 6 for 82, his 5th 5-wicket haul in 11 games against his former county. So Leicestershire had been dismissed for 372 and now looked to bounce back with the ball. They were held off either side of lunch by Peterson and Billy Godalman, who gave Essex their best start to an innings this year as they put on 54 runs in 17 overs. The new ball had not had the desired effect as far as the home side were concerned. But Hoggard then struck twice in 2 overs. He trapped Peterson in front for 13. And then did the same to Godalman, who was out for 28 with Essex on 55 for 2. It was the next stand which then gave the visitors a chance of moving ahead of their opponents, with Westley and Pettini restarting the innings and batting very solidly with a gritty retort. Westley got the ball moving with some tidy shots, although on another day he may have perished when he edged Robbie Joseph to Ramnaresh Sarwan, who couldn't cling on to a difficult chance. The bones of this 3rd wicket partnership had meat added to them in the evening session. Westley, looking well balanced at the crease, made the most of anything on offer from Henderson, while Pettini enjoyed himself against the pacemen. He is looking in good form right now, having scored a half-century in his last innings in the draw with Kent. Steadily, this pair were dragging their side right back into the game. Westley was first to his 50 with a neat straight drive off Henderson. That was his 9th 4 from the 103 balls he'd faced. Pettini's came not long afterwards with a slightly more streaky shot off Henderson. Pettini had been at the crease for 117 balls and that was his 5th boundary. And this pair carried on easily enough after reaching their milestones. It was becoming an afternoon of toil for the Leicestershire attack as Westley and Pettini took their partnership to 135 in 42 overs together. Finally, a pumped-up White managed to get one through Pettini's defence and he was bowled for 57 at 190 for 3. 7 overs later and the home side, sticking to their task well, struck again, Buck having Adam Wheater taken behind on the drive for 8. That gave a late chance for Championship debutant Ben Foakes in only his 2nd first-class game to show what he can do. This was a lovely way to get going. But it was Leicestershire who ended the day the happier of the two sides, and that was because with the final ball of the session, White trapped Westley in front for 81 to bring an end to his 4-hour stay. So Essex will now go again on 239 for 5, and that means they trail by 133 runs. Still, with the likes of Foster and Napier still to come, they won't have given up hope of earning a first innings lead themselves just yet.